We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Longhorns send out the punt. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They've got him in chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it, and we've got a change of possession.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Deep shot for the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fights off the defender. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Green. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Quarterback making checks. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Gets it out fast.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quick completion on the out. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man to the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Green. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's loose. There he goes. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's a running room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That's caught. It's Blake. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive gain.
Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The short hands, it's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They keep them there. Looking downfield, it's Green. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense in press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Green. Makes the grab on the left. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He tries to take the top off. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the ball comes to rest right there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Green. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They booted away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. Wide open spaces. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a man. It's Green. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The kick is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. And he'll be brought down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got him in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the counter. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Manning. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sweet feet buy a little time. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He wants to go deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third down play from the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand. You're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To the air. It's Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left side. Open spaces. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 25 over Old Dominion. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the outbound. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quarterback adapting. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Racing down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Green. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on the hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate